First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Play action. Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On play action, Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Here's a diving catch right side. That goes for a gain of 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Haskins. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on second and 10, Haskins. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Thirteen yards remaining on second down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 31, check 31. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They pitch it to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out here with the option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second and 9, Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Cameron Batson, 75 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Haskins to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe
operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, Haskins escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Haskins will throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
to the left anyway. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Second down at 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. 30.
A first down carry for Henry. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go. 20.
They'll run on first down. Henry. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second down, here's an option right. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
55's Mike, guys, 55. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Man out.
Now it's Haskins. Completes it to Watt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
But let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st down, it's Haskins. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to get this down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They go play action with Haskins. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jayon Brown in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Big hits all day. Sack City. Sack City, baby. Mike 55. Mike 55.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on second and long. Haskins setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on third down.
Here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Switch. Shift.
This is Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
From midfield now, Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Here we go. Waiting. Check. Heavy.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And this is good from 57 yards out. Nice bombs away right there. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got? Watch the safety creep. 25.
On the give, this is Harris. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check 52. No. Check 26. Check 26. Big ass.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check nickel.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
955. Check right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
55. Check 55. Mike. Second tone defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Tannehill on third down. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A give to Henry. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. For the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive. Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic. McCann's got it teed up. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in. Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Haskins on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's go. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked up by Christian Fulton. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into it.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins. Pass complete to Ebron. He's at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. operating from the gun. Haskins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now.